The news hour at 9.
पाकिस्तान में कांग्रेस नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस के अलायंस की बल्ले बल्ले हो रही है। पाकिस्तान में इनके मैनिफेस्टो, इनके घोषणा पत्र से पाकिस्तान बहुत खुश नजर आ रहा है। पाकिस्तान के डिफेंस मिनिस्टर ने कांग्रेस नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस का खुलकर समर्थन किया है। पाकिस्तान से उनका कहना है कि आर्टिकल 370 और 35A को लेकर कांग्रेस और एनसी का एजेंडा वही है जो पाकिस्तान का एजेंडा है।
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening. You just heard the Prime Minister targeting Rahul Gandhi and Abdullah saying Pakistan में इनकी बल्ले बल्ले हो रही है. Wondering what really led the Prime Minister to say this? What really prompted this comment against the leader of the opposition and a former Chief Minister of Kashmir? Well, it all started with the manifesto of the National Conference, which is an ally of the Congress in Jammu and Kashmir. This party declared that we will strive to restore Article 370 and Article 35A. Now, do remember those who said that there will be no one left to raise a Tiranga in the valley after the abrogation have been silenced yesterday by the people of Jammu and Kashmir. 61.1% turned out to vote for democracy. For the very first time in the last 10 years and after 35 years of the electoral process that was conducted without the shadow of fear and terror. Not a single terror-related incident that was reported across Jammu and Kashmir. Perhaps rattled by Kashmir embracing democracy and rejecting terror, Pakistan's defense minister, his name is Khwaja Asif, he says that Pakistan, the Congress and the National Conference, ladies and gentlemen, are on the same page when it comes to Article 370 and Kashmir. First up, watch his vote of confidence in Rahul Gandhi and the Abdullahs.
मेरा ख्याल है पॉसिबल है। देखें, बड़ी पोटेंट इस वक्त प्रेजेंस है वहाँ पे कांग्रेस की भी और नेशनल कांग्रेस की भी, दोनों की। और इस इशू के ऊपर जो है मेरा ख्याल है कि जितनी मोटिवेट हुई है वादी की पॉपुलेशन, स्पेशली वादी से बाहर भी, लेकिन जो वादी में जो हुई है, तो मेरा ख्याल है कि उनको बहुत चांस है कि ये जो कोलिशन है ये हुकूमत में आए। और जैसे कि उन्होंने प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में कहा है, बल्कि ये एक इलेक्शन इशू बनाया हुआ उन्होंने कि स्टेटस जो है रिस्टोर होना चाहिए।
While this particular statement, ladies and gentlemen, has given ammunition to Prime Minister Modi, who declared that the Congress and Pakistan have the very same agenda, they have the same principles, the same thoughts. The opposition alliance is trying to turn the tables. The Congress says that this proves that Pakistan and BJP are in a jugalbandi. Listen in to believe it.
We again request Mr. Doval, please give us Pegasus for 24 hours. We'll expose this jugalbandi between Pakistan and BJP. Whenever the BJP is in trouble and they need help, there is a love letter which comes from Pakistan. This is another love letter.
वो अपना मुल्क संभालें ना, हमें अपना संभालने दीजिए। उनका नाम हमारे इलेक्शनों में दखल देना या हमारी इलेक्शन पे टिप्पणी करना, मुझे नहीं लगता ये मुनासिब बात है।
भैया पाकिस्तान क्या कहता है मुझे क्या पता है। मैं पाकिस्तानी तो हूँ नहीं, मैं भारत का बाशिंदा हूँ।
Let's also now tell you when the Congress gave a handle to Pakistan. Multiple of these instances. After the abrogation of Article 370, Rahul Gandhi said that there are reports of violence and people dying in Jammu and Kashmir. Know what Pakistan did? Pakistan echoed him, saying that Indian parties like the Congress sympathize with Pakistan. On the other side, when P. Chidambaram said that special status was snatched as Jammu and Kashmir is a Muslim state, Pakistan again latched onto that comment, and they said that the Congress too is questioning the Kashmir move and raising this in the Supreme Court. Later, you had Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary, who said that Kashmir has turned into a concentration camp. Pakistan again picked up that comment. They echoed that Kashmir has become the world's largest jail. 2 months back, when Rahul Gandhi said that Narendra Modi works only for the top 2 to 3% of the country and talks only of Pakistan, then again, Pakistan posted that particular video. And they said that Rahul Gandhi is on fire. So almost every time Rahul Gandhi and his party, remember, has questioned Kashmir and the Prime Minister, they have given a direct handle to Pakistan to target India. So what really is the legitimate question we are asking? The legitimate question, ladies and gentlemen, that we ask tonight is Pakistan Prem betraying One India?
You're watching the News Hour at 9. Debate number 1 on Times Now. Super Prime Time.
And if you listen in very, very carefully, Shehzad, Tehseen, to the words that have been used by the Pakistan Defence Minister Sushil ji, Anand Ranganathan, Tausif ji, Advocate Ahmad Ayaz ji and Bashir Ahmad, you will realize that there is no difference. Exactly what the Congress says has been quoted ditto by Pakistan.
Congress.
So let's begin, Tehseen, by asking you exactly what the Congress has been saying vis-a-vis Pakistan. And, you know, I have multiple of these instances. We just narrated about 3 to 4 of them. I have 7 more. Tell me something, that how can you support a party that says exactly what Pakistan wants?
I support Congress. I vote for Congress, and all my life I will do the most nationalist thing to do. But one thing, today one thing is absolutely crystal clear. जब भाजपा दरती है, पाकिस्तान को आगे करती है. भाजपा और पाकिस्तान का जन्म का रिश्ता है. इनके पहले, इनके जन्म होने से पहले जो इनका पॉलिटिकल पार्टी था, जो चुनाव लड़ता था, हिंदू महासभा, वो पाकिस्तान के मुस्लिम लीग के साथ गठबंधन करते सरकारें बनाती थी. एंड दैट अलायंस कंटिन्यूज टू डेट. एवरी टाइम बीजेपी इज लूजिंग, बीट बिहार और हरियाणा, पाकिस्तान miraculously comes in. So Pakistan certificate, I use it as a toilet paper. Number one. The only people bothered about this is Pakistan, BJP and NC. What NC has done is betraying people. BJP is latching onto it, and Pakistan is adding fuel to fire. Article 370 is dead, dusted, buried. It cannot come out. NC cannot do it. NC is misleading the people of India. Nor can it have a dialogue with Pakistan, nor can 370 be restored. It is period and done.
So why does the Congress have an alliance with the National Conference?
Why does the BJP have an alliance with Chandrababu Naidu, who says they'll give 4% reservation to Muslims? Why does the BJP have an alliance with... Why does the BJP... One second, please.
Now wait,
why did the BJP have an alliance with the Tripura Liberation Front?
Wait.
That was a separate country of Tripura?
Now let me begin by, detailing at least about 3 to 4 instances. The May of 2024, Chaudhry Fawad Hussain, who's a former Pakistani, minister, he praises Rahul Gandhi for his mindset. In the Feb of 2020, Shah Mahmood Qureshi, the former Pak foreign minister, he is citing, those 21 parties who got together to question Pulwama. September 2019, Imran Khan, the former Pak Prime Minister, quoted the Congress party to make a point of a curfew in Jammu and Kashmir. I mean, is the Congress fighting elections here in the country, or it's become a political party for Pakistan? Tehseen.
Pakistan quoted ML Khattar in that dossier. So it became, ML Khattar became a Pakistani. But one last point. Tehseen Punara had gone to Supreme Court. I was very happy the Honorable Prime Minister removed Article 370. I think that's the BJP's greatest achievement. When Article 370 was done and dusted, the Constitution of India applied wholly and solely on Jammu and Kashmir. I won the case. The Supreme Court said, no, you cannot have an indefinite curfew like this. So Supreme Court also Pakistani. What Imran Khan does, what Fawad Chaudhry does, what any of these people do, including with ML Khattar, is not my problem. Their certificate is equivalent to
So why has the Congress
the only people reacting on this
Why
is BJP.
has the Congress not put out an official statement saying
Why should they react? BJP and Pakistan can do what they want. Why should Congress react to some...
So this is Shehzad, the BJP and the Pakistan playing this game. The Congress has nothing to do.
Look, I just heard a line from Tehseen. जब बीजेपी डरती है तब पाकिस्तान को आगे करती है पर कांग्रेस क्यों पाकिस्तान पे मरती है? नौ पवन खेड़ा से जुगलबंदी है पर रजामंदी आपसे है और इसलिए है क्योंकि कांग्रेस का गाना पाकिस्तान को लगे सुहाना पुराना है याराना. नो सी फॉरगेट एवरीथिंग एल्स. ये बीके हरिप्रसाद हु इज ऑफिशियली इन द कांग्रेस, तहसीन तो बेचारा नॉट इन ऑफिशियली. Pakistan is not my enemy. It's not enemy of Congress. It is enemy for BJP. ये आपके नेता ने बोला है। पाकिस्तान जिंदाबाद slogans are chanted. When Fawad Chaudhry was praising Rahul Gandhi, no clarification, condemnation came. Adhir Ranjan Chaudhry said Jammu Kashmir is not internal issue of India, it is Pakistan and India's issue. Jamaat-ud-Dawa chief Hafiz Saeed says Congress is a very good party, and then Samne Surjewala says Hafiz Saeed ji, you're also very good. Pakistan High Commission said mangoes, arm to Rahul Gandhi. 2011, 2012, you wanted to even give Siachen for that mango. Now 26/11 happened. You know, Pakistan was given most favored nation status by Mr. Manmohan Singh, even though Fali Majors had attacked them. And now when the Uray happened or Pulwama happened, we have done Balakot strike or surgical strike. I am saying forget everything else. On surgical strike, sur se sur मिलाते हो. Balakot strike, army की बात नहीं मानते हो, sur se sur मिलाते हो. पुलवामा पर clean chit देते हो. मणिशंकर अय्यर बोलते हैं पाकिस्तान मदद कर ले, हमें हटाना है मोदी को. समझौता ब्लास्ट में in international body they say that it is done by Pakistan, and in India they were saying Hindu terror. Okay. So imagine the dichotomy, and then Pakistan used it. So my final question is only this, 3 questions I want to ask. One, why does Congress party not just Pakistan support? SFJ supported Rahul Gandhi. Did they condemn it? No. Pakistan Congress party was seen with Rahul-Omar. They gave clarification on the reservation statement of Rahul Gandhi. No clarification on Rahul-Omar. And thirdly, Pakistan के साथ dialogue करना है. National Conference has said in the manifesto. If manifesto is wrong, if they are misleading the people, if they are misleading on 370, if they are misleading on statehood, then why doesn't Congress party categorically say we have nothing to do with NC? NC के साथ तो आप बोलते हैं कि no, you're near and close, and Tehsin says नहीं चलेगा. For Tehsin, NC means nahi chalega, and there Rahul Gandhi saying near and close. So what is this rishta with NC and Pakistan?
What is this rishta? Bashir Ahmed ji, you represent the National Conference. What really is this rishta?
देखिए, पहली बात यह है कि बदकिस्मती यह है कि हम जम्मू कश्मीर में इलेक्शन लड़ रहे हैं और डिस्कस कर रहे हैं पाकिस्तान को.
आपके मैनिफेस्टो में क्या था?
है हमारी.
नहीं, आपके मैनिफेस्टो में क्या था?
डिस्कस कर रहे हैं कि इस वक्त लोगों की
नहीं, बद्रू जी, आपके मैनिफेस्टो में पाकिस्तान से बातचीत है या नहीं है? पाकिस्तान से बातचीत की बात है कि नहीं?
मुझे बात कर लीजिए पहले.
आपने क्योंकि ये लेक्चर दिया.
सॉरी
बशीर जी, सॉरी, आई एम सॉरी. बशीर और बद्रू में कोई मतलब बद्रू थोड़ी कुछ गलत है.
बशीर जी आप बताइए, आप मुझे ये बताइए.
मैं माफी चाहता हूँ.
सुनिए बशीर जी मुझे ये बताइए, क्या नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस चाहती है कि पाकिस्तान से बातचीत हो? क्या आपको लगता है पाकिस्तान एक टेरर कंट्री है? क्या आपको लगता है कि एब्रोगेशन ऑफ आर्टिकल 370 गलत था? क्यों जो पाकिस्तान के रक्षा मंत्री हैं वो आपकी और कांग्रेस पार्टी की तारीफ करते हैं?
देखिए, पहली बात यह है कि अगर पाकिस्तान का कोई बंदा किसी की तारीफ कर रहे हैं तो उसका मतलब है कि वो पाकिस्तानी बन गया. पहली बात तो यह है. और उनको किसी ने कहा कि आप इनको तारीफ करो. जम्मू कश्मीर जो है वो पाकिस्तान के साथ सटा हुआ है, लंबा चौड़ा बॉर्डर है, और पाकिस्तान के साथ वाजपेयी ने कहा था कि हम दोस्त बदल सकते हैं लेकिन नेबर नहीं बदल सकते. अब इसके अलावा जिस वक्त हम बात करते हैं तो हम पाकिस्तानी बन जाते हैं. सबसे ज्यादा टेररिस्ट के साथ मुकाबला तो नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस ने किया है, ये सब लोग जानते हैं.
really?
उस वक्त 1990 से लेकर 1995 तक बीजेपी कहां थी?
अच्छा, अब जवाब.
बशीर जी, लेकिन देखिए ये भाजपा कांग्रेस नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस की बात नहीं है, ये देश की बात है. ये देश की बात है, और देश किस तरह पाकिस्तान का मुकाबला करेगा उसकी बात है ना, और ये आपके पॉलिटिक्स की बात है.
Can I have just 10 seconds?
अगर आपका पॉलिटिक्स ये कहता है कि पाकिस्तान जस्ट बिकॉज पाकिस्तान एक नेबर है हमें उससे बात करती रहनी चाहिए, नो मैटर पाकिस्तान कुछ भी करे, तो बशीर जी उस तरह का पॉलिटिक्स अब नहीं चलता. आपको याद है ना, उमर अब्दुल्ला ये चुनाव लोकसभा का हारे थे. क्यों हारे थे?
कि क्या नहीं चलता है. पहले बात सुन लीजिए, क्या नहीं चलता है, क्या नहीं चलेगा. पहले ये मुझे बताइए, 370 पाकिस्तान ने दिया था? 370 तो इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में दिया था ना, या चोरी लाया था कहीं से पकड़ के? ये जम्मू कश्मीर के लोगों को गारंटी थी.
आर्टिकल 370 सर डस्टबिन में चला गया है, डस्टबिन में चला गया है.
कहते हैं कि ये
वो वापस नहीं आएगा.
टेररिज्म वाज नॉट,
वो वापस नहीं आएगा. वो जम्मू कश्मीर की आवाम भी जानती है, नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस भी ये जानती है, लेकिन आप बार बार ये मुद्दा उठाते हैं जिससे पाकिस्तान को एक हैंडल मिलता है. तो कोई तो वजह होगी ना कि आप लोग वही भाषा बोलते हैं जो पाकिस्तान सुनना चाहता है.
हमने बीजेपी पाकिस्तान का जब तक 100 बार नाम नहीं लेती तब तक वो जिंदा नहीं रह सकती। हम तो पाकिस्तान का नाम नहीं लेते हैं। हम इस वक्त कह रहे हैं कि जम्मू कश्मीर के अंदर लोगों की जो प्रॉब्लम्स है उसको एड्रेस करो। महंगाई क्यों कम नहीं हो रही है, नौजवानों को जॉब क्यों नहीं मिल रहे हैं, उसकी बात तो नहीं करते हैं। पाकिस्तान ने किसी ने स्टेटमेंट दे दिया, उसको लेके चल पड़े।
ठीक है बशीर साहब, पहले तो मैं माफी चाहता हूं, मैंने आपको बदरू बाय मिस्टेक बोला, इट वाज ऑनेस्ट एरर, बट एनीवेज आई करेक्ट दैट। आपने अभी बोला कि एनसी ने सबसे ज्यादा मुकाबला किया आतंकवादियों का, पाकिस्तानी आतंकवादियों का, तो अपने हथियारों से
यस
सुन लीजिए ना, आगे का लाइन यस नहीं करेंगे आप, सुन लीजिए। आप कह रहे कि वो हत्यारे हैं आपके, तो हाँ वो हत्यारे हैं आपके, तो मैनिफेस्टो में हत्यारों से बात करने की वकालत क्यों की है? इस मैनिफेस्टो में आप कश्मीरी पंडितों से बात करेंगे, स्टेक होल्डर से बात करेंगे, नहीं है। इस मैनिफेस्टो में लिखा है पाकिस्तानी हत्यारे जो आतंकवादी है, जिनका मुकाबला आप सो कॉल्ड कर रहे थे, वैसे कितना कर रहे थे मैं बता दूंगा, पर आप उनसे बातचीत करना चाहते। दूसरी बात मैं पूछना चाहता हूं कि आप बताइए कि नेबर है तो नेबर को आप अपने किचन में क्या हो रहा है, बेडरूम में क्या हो रहा है, इजाजत दोगे? 370 तो मेरे घर का मामला है, ये नेबर मेरे घर के अंदर क्यों बोलेगा भाई? और तीसरी बात, आखिरी बात, आज मैं पूछना चाहता हूं, उमर अब्दुल्ला ने अफजल गुरु पे भी एक स्टेटमेंट दिया कि फांसी गलत लगी उसको। अब कांग्रेस पार्टी के व्यक्ति बैठे, कांग्रेस तो बोल रहे आप बेवकूफ बना रहे, 370 पे भी, अफजल पे भी, और इस सारे स्टेटहुड के मुद्दे पर भी। नहीं एक सेकंड, अरे भाई आप क्यों बोल रहे हैं? अब आप एनसी को डिफेंड कर रहे हैं। एनसी को मैं पूछना चाहता हूं, कांग्रेस बोल रही है आप बेवकूफ बना रहे हैं 370 पे, आप स्वीकारते हैं? हाँ,
जल्दी से इसका जवाब दीजिए प्लीज।
देखिए बीजेपी वालों को जब शूट करता है तो बिरयानी खाने के लिए चले जाते हैं, बीजेपी को जब शूट करता है तो कंधार टेररिस्ट को
आप 370 पे बेवकूफ बना रहे हैं बशीर जी,
तब इनको बुरा नहीं लगता है?
नहीं आप देखिए बशीर जी,
सवाल का तो जवाब
दुनिया को बेवकूफ बना रहे हैं।
नहीं
आप दुनिया को बेवकूफ बना रहे हैं।
बशीर जी, मैंने अभी आपको बताया कि लोकसभा इलेक्शन में अगर उमर अब्दुल्ला अपनी सीट हार जाते हैं, इस बार भी असेंबली इलेक्शंस में 2 सीटों से चुनाव लड़ रहे हैं। सुशील, what does this tell us of the political capital left of parties like the National Conference, who only bat for Pakistan, who've become a proxy for Pakistan, but when it comes to us, when it comes to the country, they do not believe that Kashmir is still integrated with us. Bashir ji, ab Sushil Pandit ko suniyega please.
Thank you, Deepti, for having me on the show. Good evening to your viewers and the fellow panelists. Issue is that Pakistan has a huge stake in 370, and I would like to recall for your viewers and rest of the panelists, on 5th of August, when Indian Parliament neutered 370, Pakistan expelled our High Commissioner Ajay Bisaria, gave him less than 48 hours to leave the country. India, I don't recall, has ever expelled Pakistani High Commissioner, not in the wake of Kargil, not in the wake of Parliament attack, not when they attacked Mumbai, not even Pulwama or Uri, never. But Pakistan expelled our High Commissioner and they stay away. Pakistan High Commissioner is not in India, Indian High Commissioner is not in Pakistan since. When Indian Parliament took a sovereign decision, which is its jurisdiction in our constitution, to amend an article through an open debate. Now, this is how big a stake Pakistan has in Article 370, and not just Pakistan. China went to UN Security Council on 11th of August, and twice again before December. Thrice into Security Council on the issue of Article 370 and constitutional order in Kashmir. The point is, India has never gone to Security Council against China, though we have had enough reasons, always in the past. This shows how big a stake our enemies have in continuation of Article 370 and putting status quo ante in Jammu-Kashmir. They are playing with fire. Why? They know there is a huge thriving Pakistan constituency in India, also in Jammu and Kashmir. And this is a dog whistle because they cannot advocate open secession. 370 has become a proxy for separatist jihadi politics. And through 370, they are trying to mobilize an electorate which has been fed on a rich diet of jihad in Pakistan over the last 70 years since Article 370 existed. There is a huge political gain to be made when Pradhan Mantri says that they are talking about Pakistan. He knows there is a Pakistani electorate, Pakistani constituency, Pakistani voter, the voter that elects people like Engineer Rashid.
Yes.
Voters who punish people like Abdullah and Mufti. So they are quoting that constituency, and our Prime Minister also knows that since 5th of August, he has done precious little to break the back of this constituency and to haul up these leaders who do dog whistling to this constituency. Today, he is in for a drubbing in Kashmir Valley, where he did not even dare to put 3 candidates in Lok Sabha. So now raving and ranting about Pakistan and the nexus between Pakistan and Congress and National Conference is theatrics. They know it exists.
You believe this is theatrics. You know, Anand, before I get in Tausif ji and Advocate Ahmed Ayaz ji, Anand, is this not sacrilege?
Good evening, Deepti, and good evening to my fellow panelists. I have a couple of points to make, but before I do, can I please ask my dear friend and brother Shehzad a very simple question? He very rightly castigated Pakistan as a terror state, absolutely. But I just want to ask him, and he castigated the Congress for all the, the statements that it has made concerning Pakistan. But can I just ask Shehzad, till which year did India continue to grant Pakistan as the most favored nation status?
I think the approach towards terror attacks is evident from the approach we took after Uri and Pulwama and the approach we took after 26/11. I think that is quite evident. And therefore, Anand Ranganathan ji, you also know, and I also know, that one country is given MFN status despite 26/11. The other status is that we give a Muh Tod Jawab status. Muh Tod Jawab status is what Modi gives.
No, look, Shehzad, this was not to trap you. It was just
absolutely
to get...
not. Absolutely not, because you know the difference between 26/11 and surgical strike. That is the criteria.
Yeah.
That MFN and MTJ, Muh Tod Jawab and most favored nation. Anandji, which status are you with?
No, but look, please. I asked a very simple question.
The
answer to that would have been just a year. No, the answer to that would have been a year, 2019, almost 5 years, despite Modi being at the helm.
That is what because we have international commitments before we withdraw it.
Shehzad, one second. The point I'm trying to make out here, Deepti, is very simple point. And Shehzad would appreciate this because he's honest. Both BJP and the Congress have made mistakes. But the BJP has tried to correct the mistakes and the Congress had tried to repeat the mistakes. This is the point I'm trying to make. If you call Pakistan a terror state, you cannot continue at the same time to give it the most favored nation status for 5 years into your government. It was a mistake that you corrected, and I'm absolutely jubilant that you did. I support you. Actually, on that point, I would like to make a very small point here, Deepti. It is superfluous to have Tehseen as a panelist. It is almost redundant, and I'll tell you why. Because Tehseen is a patriot. He makes all the right statements. And all the statements that he makes are correct, and none of the statements that he makes are made by the Congress. Ab isko Congress supporter keh ke, he just muddies the waters because his philosophy is antithetical to what the Congress philosophy is. I'll give you 2 examples. When Tehseen said the abrogation of 370 was Prime Minister Modi's biggest achievement, I agree with it. The whole country agrees with it. Supreme Court also said yes, upheld it. Congress did not agree with it. When Tehseen said Pulwama, the response to Pulwama was fantastic, Balakot airstrike, it was Congress that asked for proof for the surgical strike. बार-बार Tehseen यहाँ पे Congress का supporter करके सारा voters को muddy करता है because Tehseen की philosophy is antithetical to the philosophy of the Congress.
And Anand is always very, very kind, and he's baiting you. I don't want you to get provoked right now because I have to get in Tausif and Ahmed Ayaz. You've been very patiently
as a Congress
waiting.
supporter is like a believing atheist.
Let me quickly get in Tausif
like
Shah ji. He represents the PDP. Now, Tausif ji, is it that the Congress needs the support of Pakistan after yesterday's elections, the kind of turnout to solidify its position? I mean, look at the timing. You can't not look at the timing. You have a more than 60% turnout in yesterday's first phase of elections in Jammu and Kashmir. And right bang on, you have a comment that comes in from Pakistan.
Thanks, Deepti, for getting me onto the panel. But before speaking, I just request you just give me full 3 to 4 minutes to speak because you have to understand the chronology. There's a special, very special kind of chronology that's going on right now. There's what I would say is that, yes, Pakistan wants a national conference to win the election. Yes, BJP wants national conference to win the elections. There's a nexus between somehow, there's a triangular love story going on between Pakistan, BJP and NC. Now, just give me a few moments to explain you why, what exactly we have seen from the past. 1996, our national conference got 60 seats in the assembly and they won the election on the name of greater autonomy. There's one of their, we can say the Deputy Chief Minister, late Ghulam Mahyuddin Shah, he created a project, we can say a report for restoration of full Article 370 pre-1953 position. So that was, the document was to be placed in the State Assembly, but that was sent to the center. That was sent to the Congress government or whatever government that time was in the center. So they shelved it. इन्होंने बार-बार यहाँ के हमारे लोगों को धोखा दिया है. So there's something now they are fighting the election on the name of 5th August Article 370. 1953 greater autonomy they have already sold, they have already shelved, they got 60% seats where they could have simply passed the law, but they didn't pass it. They just made themselves throw it into the dustbin. Now they need a new point, that is 5th August Article 370. Now if they win the election, BJP needs somebody who can shelve this project and sign a document like that Sheikh Mohammed Abdullah signed the document in 1975, transferring the Prime Minister into Chief Minister, transferring
Tausif ji, I hate to interrupt, but you know, I'm reading between the lines. Have you already accepted defeat? You know, in yesterday's election, are you feeling left out? Are you feeling left out already?
Give me 3 minutes. Give me 3 minutes. Just give me my full 3 minutes. We are talking about Article 370. We are talking about the statement.
No, this is not a debate on Article 370. Let me tell you, that is done and dusted, sir. That is done and dusted. That is over. This debate is on why Congress, Congress and Islamabad are speaking in the same tone.
Right now, this is not the debate whether we would get it back or we won't get it back. We'll see it in the assembly. We'll speak about whether we get it back or whether we shelve it. We'll see it in the state assembly.
Are you criticizing the NC? Are you criticizing the NC for its stand on the abrogation of Article 370? Are you willing to do that?
We are trying to, what I am trying to is prove my point that there's a triangular love story going on between National Conference, BJP and Pakistan. Yes, there's a triangular love story going on. This is a clear-cut nexus.
Okay, you're saying this is a bigger nexus than what even Pawan Kheda said. He's saying it's a bigger nexus. You have the NC, the BJP, Pakistan all working in tandem. I have to get in Ahmed Ayaz, who's been very patiently waiting. Then I'm going to get to you, Shehzad. Ahmed Ayaz ji, there has to be some reason. No, there has to be some reason why time and again it's the Congress and Rahul Gandhi that gets quoted by Pakistan.
You know, I think today's discussion is with reference to Article 370. That's why the Pakistan is talked about, because they have also picked up this point consequent to what Rahul Gandhi or the National Conference has said about. The point is, we need to understand, a basic thing is that it's really, you know, one wonders as to how Article 370 is related with the Pakistan or with the disturbance in the Kashmir, which is mostly being talked about. You see, this is an article, this is a limited special status, which is between the erstwhile Jammu and Kashmir and the government of India, which has come about as a result of the settlement between the two, negotiated settlement with the two. Yes. Now that it has been withdrawn in 2019 as an agenda with the Bharatiya Janata Party, not because of it has something, it is connected with Pakistan or with the disturbances, because it was on their agenda right from beginning. And in that process, if now the Jammu and Kashmir political parties or for that purpose the Congress is asking restoration of this limited special status which the government of India and the Jammu and Kashmir had decided.
Congress is not asking for restoration.
He means please. What is wrong?
He means no, it is wrong. You cannot happen. कहाँ से मांग रही है कांग्रेस? वो गुलाम नबी आजाद मांग रहा था, उसका बंगलो अभी तक प्राइम मिनिस्टर ने लिया नहीं, वो मांग रहा था बेचारा.
So why can't the Congress put out a detailed statement and respond to Pakistan?
One second. You are saying somebody saying you are a unicorn, you are a unicorn. Congress is no, you are not a unicorn. Prove the Congress is asking. Congress has to
like
speak
I
on
said, multiple instances where again Pakistan has quoted you.
No, I don't.
गुलाम नबी आजाद said.
Deepti, wait.
Congress threw him out.
Okay, Abhay, quickly complete your point then Anand.
I have been waiting very patiently for all of you.
Gulam Nabi Azad said 370 Prime Minister cried for him, Congress threw him out.
Tehseen, let him complete his point.
No, he can't say falsehood. Congress has never said 370 should come back.
I haven't heard the Congress putting out a detailed statement also on it. Ahmed Ayazji, quickly.
Now, who is the gentleman interrupting?
No one is interrupting, sir. Please complete your point.
Tehseen Poonawalla and Congress did not say 370. Gulam Nabi Azad
who is the gentleman? No, who is the gentleman? No.
Jury is out on whether he's a gentleman, right?
No, why? Because why? No, though the Congress, though the Congress, no. Well, though the Congress has not, demanded a restoration of Article 370, but when National Conference is demanding for it in pre-alliance of the pre-alliance with the Congress, it implies that they are part of it. Let us see that.
So imagine in that a situation, Tehseen, what a joke the Congress is making out of itself.
Before I come in, before Tehseen comes in, let me.
My point is.
Mr. Ayaz, you have spoken for 5 minutes, no, please. Look, it's not just...
What is wrong in demanding this?
There's nothing wrong. Absolutely, Congress is demanding only.
But there is nothing wrong in
very
demanding.
small, two small comments. First of all, it's not just implicit, it is actually done explicitly when Digvijay Singh, in front of a Pakistani journalist, said, "Hum 370 restore karenge." And Congress never took action on him. Point two, just now somebody said, Mr. Tausif Shah, he said that we are a triangle. Are ye kaisa mad angle bana ke rakha hai? I am condemning Omar Abdullah's statement on Afzal Guru, you condemn. I am condemning that Pakistan ke saath baatcheet honi chahiye, NC stand, you condemn. Now you will know what is the right angle. You are actually in the right angle with NC and Congress. All three of you want that Afzal Guru's hanging was wrong. All three of you want 370 restored. All three of you want that Pakistan should be spoken to. Now you condemn these two statements of National Conference because you are accusing me of being in triangle with them. Now you condemn it.
Okay, Anand now.
No, first
Anand has been waiting.
Then you'll know who's on the angles with NC.
I make a very simple point. I think we as a country should be done with blaming Pakistan. What is the raison d'etre of Pakistan? It is to destroy India. So obviously all the statements that it has historically made and continues to make would be against us. Why should we worry about it? What worries me today is that two of your panelists out here are the ones who continue to drag this abrogation of 370 to the fact that they will take it to conclusion. Let me give you the statements that two of their leaders made. Mr. Farooq Abdullah made this statement, I quote him verbatim, ye 370 hatayenge. Allah would want that we separate from India. Allah would want, unquote. And as far as the PDP leader is concerned, Ms. Mehbooba Mufti threatened rivers of blood. She said, why should a Muslim majority stay with the country? Ye aise panelists aap lai hui hain aaj. So why blame Pakistan? As I say, Kashmir has become a case of snakes and ladders. The ladders are provided by Pakistan, lekin snakes to hamare hain, Deepti. Please understand.
Who are you calling a snake?
Well, समझदार को इशारा ही काफी है.
समझदार को इशारा काफी है, बशीर जी.
Why did you go to Bashir ji immediately?
देखिए पहली बात यह है कि
he is the usual suspect.
मैं सुन लीजिए.
नहीं तौसीफ जी क्यों मुस्कुरा रहे? You are in the same category.
नजर आता है.
आप लैडर थोड़ी हो. आप इस नेक ही हो.
पहले बात सुन लीजिए.
I'll answer it.
हाँ.
पहली बात यह है कि जम्मू कश्मीर के अंदर जो हालात हैं पिछले 35 वर्षों से, अगर 370 की वजह से खराबी थी तो मणिपुर में जो हालात खराब हैं वो किसकी वजह से हैं? वहां तो 370 नहीं है. पिछले कुछ 1.5 साल से वहां हालात खराब है, वहां पर 370 है.
Can I answer that?
बशीर जी बस यही
जम्मू कश्मीर में हालात तो ठीक हो नहीं रहे हैं, आपने कहा जी।
Deepti ji, I have a lot of.
Okay, तहसीन।
Look,
यहाँ तो जम्मू के अंदर कश्मीर तो अब तो जम्मू के अंदर भुगत रहे हैं हम।
ठीक है,
हम तो जम्मू में रहते हैं, यहाँ पिछले कुछ अरसों से।
बशीर जी,
तो ये कहते थे 5 अगस्त 2019 के बाद कुछ नहीं होगा।
I have not interrupted anyone.
जी।
The bottom line is the Congress officially told Omar Abdullah that Afzal Guru will be hung. It is the Congress that hung terrorist Afzal Guru. Afzal Guru is a terrorist, rarest of rare crime, as said by the Supreme Court. The Congress hung him, informing Omar Abdullah. Omar Abdullah has no right to have one-on-one negotiation in Pakistan. No state government has that right. That is how the Indian Constitution is. Therefore, all of this, as this political analyst rightly said, is polarization ki jaan, polarization ki shaan. BJP or Pakistan, ek dusre ke bhaijaan,
So
and
Omar is lying. Omar is lying.
How can Omar get 370 back? You tell me.
You should ask him.
He'll say anything. He'll say anything. How does that
Bashir.
make
I mean, you should ask him.
Bashir, how will Omar get 370 back?
But then 1 second.
आप ये क्या alliance चला रहे हैं? बशीर जी।
Tehsin Congress is allying with the same Omar Abdullah.
बशीर जी।
कुछ भी बोले उसका. Is it in the common minimum program?
Where is the common minimum program?
Either we believe that the people in Jammu and Kashmir are fools.
It can't be.
They can't see through this. Bashir ji.
No, I will tell you.
बशीर जी ना कांग्रेस सपोर्ट करती है, ना कांग्रेस सपोर्ट कर रही है आपको, ना आपकी डिमांड्स को मैनिफेस्टो में। ऊपर से आरोप ये भी लग रहा है कि उमर अब्दुल्ला झूठ बोलते हैं।
Abdullah, I'm saying this on record. He was informed.
हमें किसी की सपोर्ट की जरूरत नहीं है। जम्मू कश्मीर का ये राइट है, इसके लिए
तो आप तो अलायंस में है ना सर, आप अलायंस में है ना।
अलायंस में तो मोदी जी वहाँ नीतीश कुमार के साथ हैं, और वहाँ है क्या बोलते हैं वहाँ जो के आंध्र में
हम सेम पेज पे हैं। हम
अरे अगर आप लोग एक दूसरे को झूठा बोलेंगे, उमर अब्दुल्ला झूठ बोलेंगे, कांग्रेस कहती है वो झूठ बोलते हैं।
मुझे बताइए अलायंस में क्या दिक्कत है? अलायंस में क्या दिक्कत है? जब
आप ही बताइए।
नायडू साहब अलायंस करें मोदी जी के साथ।
एक सेकंड
Let's get it, Sushil.
But people of Jammu Kashmir should know this, that one person is saying we are committed to it, one person is saying we are committed, the other person is saying अभी तो हमने कुछ बोला ही नहीं।
Let's get it, Sushil.
This is fooling the people of Jammu Kashmir.
Congress Omar win, how will he get it back?
He's also accepted it. Bashir ji has also accepted it. नहीं हो सकता।
So they are fooling the people. People of Jammu Kashmir must watch this.
Common minimum program in a Congress is fooling nobody.
Sushil, yesterday we've seen a 60% turnout. Is that a vindication of Naya Kashmir, and do you see some connection with that turnout, the election, and what Pakistan has said today and the timing?
Deepti, I believe this election is going to throw up the kind of results that we will rue the day we held elections in Kashmir. This election, democracy's stamp of approval on jihad will come electorally. You will have more engineer Rasheeds coming to the assembly, backed by banned Jamaat-e-Islami, informally supporting them, advocating their presence and canvassing for them. And that will create complications. You will have stamp of democracy electorally put on our genocide, which has continuously been kept under the carpet, not acknowledged by any government, no justice delivered, nothing, no relief, no reversal, nothing for the victims and survivors. And we are having elections after elections in Kashmir as if nothing happened. So this election is going to normalize a genocide. This election is going to normalize jihad in Kashmir through a stamp of electoral victories for these independents backed by Jamaat-e-Islami. And this election is going to be about rhetoric in Pakistan, but nothing on ground.
Sushil, when you say this, let me ask you a question. When we were in Srinagar, we met with Engineer Rashid. We asked him whether he's going to be willing to tie up with the BJP in case there is a need. He said, why not? We can talk to Modi Sahib, and in case he presents a resolution for the Kashmir issue, he says we are on board. Do you, much like the NC, the PDP, believe, Sushil, that Engineer Rashid is a pawn by the BJP?
Listen, there are wheels within wheels in Kashmir. The same BJP that banned Hurriyat spent more than 500 crores between 2014 and 2018 on Hurriyat. on their air tickets, on their fuel, on their security, on their hotel bills. The same BJP did not let Gilani be prosecuted on my FIR for more than 10 years. He died a peaceful death sitting in his bed at the age of 93. The same BJP had PDP in alliance, which threw away 16,000 FIRs against stone pelters in Kashmir during Mehbooba Mufti's regime and hired 400 stone pelters as relationship managers in J&K Bank. So I wouldn't put anything past. This election is going to throw up, let me tell you, categorically, a BJP National Conference government after the elections. Congress is going to be squeezed out between the two stools, as we see.
You're reading a BJP-NC government here, Sushil.
Yes, BJP is going to
okay,
sweep
Shehzad will quickly respond. Anand will get the last word.
Conference is likely to sweep the valley, and then, citing the compulsions of electoral mandate, these two parties will come together and form a government.
Okay, Shehzad.
Deepti, for the first time, when 370 and 35A has gone, domiciles are being given to Kashmiri Pandits. For the first time, we are seeing that mandirs are being restored. For the first time, we've seen Navratra Puja in the Ma Sharda Mandir. For the first time, we've seen cinema halls open. For the first time, we've seen a semblance of normalcy. For the first time, we've seen Shagun Parihar being made a candidate in Jammu-Kashmir. No other party has had the courage to do that. For the first time, we are seeing Tikalal Taplu being paid part of the mainstream. Please let me complete. You gave him a free run. Let me complete. I understand that we may not have provided many people with many things, and I understand that the BJP as a political party can't serve the needs of every individual. But having said that, one second, please, one second. Who in the last 60 years thought that 370 would be done away? Who in the last 60 years thought that 35A would be done away? The BJP has paid a price. The BJP has taken steps. It is easy to be an armchair critic and to criticize the BJP, and the BJP will listen. But the fact of the matter is that today we have controlled terrorism, and today when Sachin Tendulkar plays in the gullies of Jammu Kashmir and Rahul Gandhi can play with a barf ka gola, not with a bum ka gola, I think it is time to acknowledge that things have happened. Sushil Kumar Shinde feared going to Jammu Kashmir. Today, Lal Kila to Lal Chowk, the Tiranga is flying high. ISIS flags are not there. Patharbazi has stopped. Guns have stopped. Therefore, I will not take anybody coming and becoming an armchair critic. As much as I respect Sushil Pandit, I respect him. But this is the fact.
Shehzad, just tell me one little thing. No matter what, will there be no alliance with the National Conference? Can you categorically commit here?
We are winning the elections by ourselves, so we know the question doesn't arise.
Just 30 seconds, Anand.
Look, I already said many might take it, my good friend Shehzad might take it as a backhanded compliment, but it truly is a compliment. Both BJP and the Congress have made mistakes, but it is genuinely the BJP that is trying to correct the mistakes and Congress is trying to repeat it. But I must say this, Shehzad, you also know this, and I'm sure it was a slip of the tongue, but Mr. Sushil Pandit is anything but an armchair critic. He is the one who's actually felt.
I didn't take his name. Why did you presume I said he is? I didn't take his name. So Anand, maybe you feel that way. But having said that,
let's not be.
Okay, let him conclude. Let him conclude.
Let me complete. In the same vein as you said. In the same vein as you said, I respect Sushil Pandit. Let's not be armchair critics. So yes, you did say that. The fact of the matter is the proof of the pudding is in the eating. Will in the coming 4 or 5 years, BJP rehabilitate 7 lakh Kashmiri Hindus? Yes or no? That's the question.
Okay. It's a question, serious question. We will be looking at that only for what of time. And all gentlemen, we'll continue to track that story. Thank you so much.